Rich Eisen had some very strong words for the New York Jets players amid all these questions about Aaron Glenn. We're going to react to it. Plus, you guys in the Boy Green Coffee Club. Let's go.
I'm going to lose my gosh darn bananas. Boy Green Daily starts now. Zoinks!
Boy Green Daily, Boy Green Daily, Boy Green Daily. Let's go!
Put your seatbelts on. Get ready for the ride. We're the freaking New York Jets. We're built for this shit.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? I'm Paul Eston Jr., a.k.a. Boy Green. I'm the New York Jets digital reporter for Heavy.com. Welcome to Boy Green Daily, a daily New York Jets video show, also available wherever you get your podcasts. Make sure you guys like the video, hit subscribe if you're watching on YouTube, baby. We appreciate it. And, folks, here it is. September sucked for the Jets. You know, there's that Green Day song, Wake Me Up When September Ends. Thankfully, it's over. The Jets were 0-4 in September. But you want to know something? They're undefeated in October, baby. So better times are ahead for the New York Jets. I truly believe that. And we're officially turning the page. It's a little bit late in the week, but because of the Jets playing on Monday Night Football, we'll do it in this form or fashion. So let's flip the page and let's get positive. Let's get positive. We're going to hear this message from Rich Eisen from his show. We'll hear that in just a second, but I think we need to make a quick change. We need to make a quick change here. Hang on tight, folks. Hang on tight. Gonna make a quick change here, okay? Let me play a quick something. Here we go. Actually, not even that. Let's do this. Let's do this. Oh, yeah. It's back, baby. Let's go. Jets Cowboys week. Let's freaking go, baby. How about them Jets? Let's turn it up. That's how we're doing it. It's Jets Cowboys week, baby, and we are ready to ride. Oh, we're ready to ride, baby. And we'll talk about Jets Cowboys, our tailgate coming up, more information and all that jazz. But let's do this. Let's hear from Rich Eisen because there's been a big debate this week among you Jet fans out there in the audience. Is it the players' fault? Is it Aaron Glenn's fault? Whose fault is it for all this crap going on? And I was listening to the Rich Eisen show, and he talked about the Jets, of course, and I liked his message. So it's a longer clip, but I think it's worth playing. Let's go to Rich Eisen from the Rich Eisen show yesterday.
So it's very simple. And I'm wondering, again, which Jets team I'm going to see in London. Am I going to see one coming off of a win against the Cowboys, which would be big, and prevent Aaron Glenn from strolling into the pre-broadcast meeting we're going to have with the Jets in London as first ever 0-5 head coach in the history of the New York Jets, which is something he does not deserve? Or will they be 1-4 and feeling a little bit better about themselves? I don't know. But it's a very simple question that will be germane regardless if it's 0-5 or 1-4. If you're on the Jets roster, you have to look yourselves in the mirror and say to yourself, do I want to play for the Jets and Aaron Glenn in New York, or do I not? It really is just that simple. Do you like living in the New York, New Jersey metropolitan area playing professional football for a guy like Aaron Glenn, or do you not? Because if you do not really want to commit to that for whatever your reason, speak now and sit your behind on the bench, or you're going to get cut. It's just that simple. The coaching staff appears to know exactly what it is doing. And again, I know Jet fans, some of you might be sitting there thinking, we have taken a coordinator from a defensive side of the ball of a winning organization before. And we trusted in that guy, and he's now back being a defensive coordinator. Throwing down with Liam Cohen verbally. We've been down this road before. But Aaron Glenn is a Jet from professional birth. Parcells drafted him. And we saw what he did in Detroit. So you got to sit there and wonder, it's just like, do I want to let this guy down? Or do I want to lift him up? Do I trust what he is selling? Because I'll sell it to everyone else in the locker room. And If that requires more focus pre-snap during the week or whatever, then you got to do it. But other than that, you got to make your decision. Do you want to play for this guy or not? Because I'm imagining they're not going to fire this guy, even if he falls to 0-6 coming out of London, which is entirely a possibility right now, which would be highly unfortunate. Guy doesn't deserve it. I think he's better than what we're seeing and can coach. You want to play for the Jets in New York, for Aaron Glenn, New Jersey, or not? Simple question. Don't know the answer to it.
Thank you, Rich Eisen, the Rich Eisen Show that you guys can watch now on Disney Plus and ESPN and all the like. When I listen to that clip, it's actually a much longer clip. Go check it out on the Rich Eisen Show YouTube channel. It's a longer clip, but that's the one that hit the chord for me as I was listening to it. It's like a 7-8 minute clip, but the one we played was half that. But it struck a tone. We've been debating this week. I've been hearing it from you Jet fans out in the comments section. Oh boy, is it the players? Is it the coach? Aaron Glenn's not teaching them to fumble the football. Aaron Glenn, I think ultimately it boils down to this for me. This is a message to the players. Rich said it great, but we'll try to reiterate it here. Do you love this coach? Do you want to fight for this coach? No Jets first-time coach in history has ever started his career 0-5. Aaron Glenn is at rock bottom, or right above rock bottom, however you want to say it. He is tied with Adam Gase, who started his tenure 0-4, and Rich Kotite in 1976 started his Jets tenure before he ultimately quit at the end of the season, before the end of the year. And he was gone. Do you want to prevent that kind of history? Interestingly, Adam Gase, right? So he started his tenure 0-4. Do you know who his first win was against as a Jets head coach? I was at that game as well, believe it or not. It was Jets-Cowboys in 2019. Sam Darnold coming back from mononucleosis, finding Robbie Anderson deep on that long touchdown. Look it up, folks. Adam Gase's first win as a Jets head coach came against the Cowboys in 2019, the game I was at. We will once again be at the game on Sunday, Jets-Cowboys, where just like Adam Gase, Aaron Glenn can get his first win against the Dallas Cowboys. How about them Jets? So I say this. It's a message to the players. It's quite simple, just like Rich said it. Do you want to fight for this guy? Do you want to say, you know what? There's been a lot of bullshit going on here. How do we turn this ship around? Help out our guy. Let's win this for coach. Let's get him that game ball. Let's get him his first win and see if we can roll it into some momentum for the New York Jets. Players, can you sack up? Can you sack up? Because I've had enough. The fans have had enough. Have you had enough? And if you have had enough and you've been knocked down on your ass 4 times in a row, can you get up and say, enough is enough? The Dallas Cowboys are 1-2-1. This is a vulnerable football team. Their only win, some people said they shouldn't even got against the New York Giants in this crazy overtime extravaganza where the Giants could have, should have, would have won. Then the Cowboys would be winless like us outside of a tie. So this team is beatable. They're talented. Dak Prescott's playing like one of the best quarterbacks in football. And hell, the last time I saw Dak Prescott, another Jets-Cowboys game I went to live, Dak Prescott played out of his friggin' gourd in AT&T Stadium. I was there for it. Dak Prescott was unbelievably spectacular. So, like I said, we go back to this. Do you care about your coach? Can you win this game? Can you sack the hell up? Because I think that is going to just be so important for AG, for all the words he's saying to deliver a win. And then you guys can foster that win. It's a little bit of a spark of a flame. And then you got to nurture that fire and see if it can blow up into a roaring wildfire, a roaring blaze. But it all starts with one game. One game. Can you get one game? Jet players out there in the universe. Sack up for your coach. That's a message. Point blank. Very simple. Can you sack up for your coach? That's where I'm at. And I'm looking forward to being there for Jets Cowboys on Sunday. I see we got super chats. I see we got memberships being gifted. We're going to get to all of that here on the program. All of that here on the program. I want to get to this. I saw this question from Craig Hatch, member of the Boy Green Coffee Club. Howdy, partner. Appreciate you this morning. So I heard Aaron Glenn lost his shit in the locker room after the game. Is that true? Yes. I wrote a column about it on Heavy on Jets. That's where I write all my Jets articles. You guys can follow along if you are, as a lot of you are, Boy Green fans. I appreciate that. If you'd like to follow more of my journey, I write about the Jets every day. 3 or 4 articles normally every day. Sometimes it varies. Sometimes it's only 2. But yes, I wrote about this yesterday, about Aaron Glenn losing his shit in the locker room. And I gave you the media perspective because when you're on the road, where the press room is and the locker room is, sometimes they're all in weird places. For instance, a couple of years ago, I went to and this was a Hall of Fame game, so it's different. But at the Hall of Fame, the Jets-Browns game, Robert Saleh came out of like this weird back alley, and then we were just sort of waiting in a hallway to speak to Robert Saleh and players and stuff. We're just in some random, I imagine the Browns, because it's their home stadium. Well, it wasn't their home stadium. It was a Hall of Fame game. But either way, like I imagine when you're at a home, like the Jets stadium, right? The Cowboys are going to be, doing it in some weird place, So he did lose his shit, and he lost his shit so much that the media heard it, and they said, Rich Media said, whoa, I can hear him from the other room. Connor Hughes, whoa, I can hear him from the other room. So you guys could go check out that column. I talk about it. And he did lose his shit on the players. He's lost his shit on the players on the sideline. He's lost his shit on the players in the locker room, which again takes me back to original point number 1. The players need to play. The coaches can only do so much. I'm not saying the coaching is perfect. That's not what I'm saying at all. That's not what I'm saying. Steve Wilkes, some big questions. Tanner Engstrand, some inconsistencies. But for Aaron Glenn, for your coach, your guy, it has never happened in Jets history. And we've had a terrifically awful history. But no Jets first-time coach has ever been 0-5. Do you want that on Aaron Glenn's ledger? If you don't, then step the hell up. That's it, point blank. Folks, let's do this. This is a wonderful time to do this. So we've got super chats coming through. I'll answer those. We've got memberships coming through. I'll answer those as well. But I mentioned that, folks, the Jets are undefeated in October. And as you guys know, if you guys are fans of the Boy Green Coffee Club or this show, make sure you guys like the video, hit subscribe on YouTube. We've got over 200 people in the room. But it's raffle giveaway time, people. It is raffle giveaway time. And before we give away the September raffle, which is now over, it's come to its conclusion, here are the items that are up for grabs. Someone is about to win all of these items, baby, and good luck. Any of your memberships and money that was purchased on the show today go to our next raffle for the month of October. So it's not going away. So DNY for life, number 1 Osher Jet fan, all you guys, you'll be taken care of, I promise. That will all count towards our next raffle when I announce all that on the show here shortly. But here it is. These are all the items that are about to be up for bid from September. And it is this. So let's get to it. A random vintage Jets player t-shirt. I think you guys are going to love that. It's funny. It's a funny one when you can get that. A New York Jets sideline hoodie that's pictured on the left side of your screen. A New York Jets polo that's pictured on the right side of your screen. A one-of-a-kind Jet Zone banner. I was actually, and I'll tell this story perhaps later, but just a quick version of it. Every year I speak at my former college, SUNY Oswego, go Lakers, baby. Al Roker, Linda Cohn, Steve Levy. We've had many wonderful alum. And I go back and I speak to the sports broadcasting students. And this year I got to talk a lot about Boy Green Daily and what you guys bring to the table. So if any of those young kids are watching the show right now, shout out to all the kiddos at the college and the young men and women that were in that class last night. So salute to you guys and thanks for tuning in if you are. And we talk more about Boy Green Daily than we ever have, which I was really excited about, to talk about our digital adventures here, which was a lot of fun. And one of the stories I told was that before Boy Green Daily was called the Jet Zone. So in this prize pack will be a one-of-a-kind Jet Zone banner with me and my former co-host for a period of time in Jet Zone history was Ty Butler, who's now at ESPN New York blowing it up. So there's a big Jets banner you will get too. So you're going to get a polo, brand new, a hoodie, brand new, that Jet Zone banner, vintage Jets player t-shirt from the past, and a personalized autographed copy of Beyond Broadway Joe, the Super Bowl team that changed football, that was donated by Bubba Badshaw. So when we select a winner here in just a few seconds, whenever we get in contact with said winner, I'm going to get all your address information because I want to deliver all this to you, but also I'll ask you, what do you want inscribed in the book? Bob Lederer will put his Herbie Hancock in there, but what else do you want? Jet chant or something special? You want to assign it to someone? That is great. So these items are all about to go to somebody. So without further ado, let's get it done. As we're halfway, you're not halfway through. We're just 15 minutes into the show now. Feels like a better time than any. Good luck. If any of you spent $3 or more, $3 per raffle ticket, you have a chance to win all those items I just threw up there. We try to make the raffle as affordable as possible for all you wonderful people out in the audience. Some people only have one raffle ticket. Some people have 150. Some people have 25. Some people have 50. They're all over the place with your raffle tickets. And I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, I appreciate you guys supporting the show. And I love giving back to you, the audience. So without further ado, let's go to it, baby. Let's go to the Wheel of Names. The Wheel of Name Picker here on the show. I'm going to flash that up on our screen here in just a moment. All right, here we go. There it is. There's on your screen. There's everybody that's represented. Look at that big-ass slice of pie. Fiorilli, number one Austrian Jet fan, and then everyone else that's out there in the universe. There's everybody out there that has a chance at the raffle, and whoever it lands on will go to you. So good luck to everybody. Good luck, and here we go. Without further ado, let's start the Wheel of Name Spinner. Go! Okay, wow, we're just going to get someone here. Congratulations, Fiorilli. You have won our raffle. Almost got on DNY for life there, but there you go, Fiorilli. You have won. I think this is the first time you've won one of our raffles, so congratulations, Fiorilli. You're the man. Frank, shout out to you. You can reach out to me in a variety of ways. I actually believe you have my phone number, so you can just text me, but yes. Congratulations. Reach out. Again, these are, and shout out to everyone that was involved in this month's raffle. And I'm going to flip it up on this screen real quick. Fiorilli, you won all of these items. I think this was your first time ever winning a raffle, and big time contributor to Boy Green Daily, and has been for a long time. You just won all of these prizes on the screen. Please text me or reach out. Again, you guys can do that. Let me make sure. I think I have it here. In a different form or fashion. This is my email. I'll throw that up on the screen. First name, middle initial, last name, jr@gmail.com. Or, of course, on any social media, it is the same. @ BOYGREEN 25. BOY Boy Green 25. Digits 25. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. You can also reach out on any of those. So congratulations to Fiorilli, baby. Congratulations to Frank. He just won all of these items on the screen. Congratulations. That is super cool. And like I said, I'm pretty sure that's his first time winning it, which is amazing. Absolutely cool. So reach out, Fiorilli, and let him know if you guys see him in the comments later. I don't know if he's on the show right now, but we'll let him know, and congratulations as well. Batcha says, hope Bob doesn't mess up his name like he did Hef. Yeah. I don't think he'll have to announce it. Here's Floor Lily, or whatever he's going to say. I'm not sure. But we'll figure it out. But again, congratulations to Frank. Let's get to a bunch of people that want to get involved in our next raffle here on the show, including our number one Austrian Jet fan, baby. Let's friggin' go. Hell yeah.
Wow.
Shout out to our number one Austrian Jet fan here, sending a $5 Euro super chat, which will give you a couple of raffle tickets for our new contest. Appreciate it, number one Austrian Jet fan. Thank you very much. This will give you another 2 raffle tickets for the October contest. More on that coming up in a little bit here on the show. All right, let's read this. Don't make the same mistake like getting rid of Mike LaFleur. Stay the course. Give them time. Good things take time. See the Lions. Yes. Which goes back, I think, to the original thing there. Rich Eisen, said he doesn't believe the Jets are going to fire Aaron Glenn, even if he ended up losing the Cowboys game in the London game, which Rich Eisen will be calling for NFL Network, where they dropped 0-6. I don't want the Jets to drop 0-6, but let me make this perfectly clear. I saw this debate on social media yesterday. Aaron Glenn could go 0-17. He could go 1-16. He could go 2-15, and he would still have a job, and he should still have a job. That would be a horrific season, and that wouldn't be what I have on my bingo card. But Aaron Glenn signed a 5-year deal. We have to go all in. The only exception to that rule in which I just said is something slanderous. There's some clearly horrific thing that goes beyond football that you have no other choice but to fire him for some reason like that. But besides that very unique scenario, Aaron Glenn's our coach, and we need to give him time to marinate. And hopefully this coaching staff, remember this, while it didn't ultimately work out overall, everyone was calling for Jeff Ulbricht's head the first year of his tenure with Robert Saleh. Saleh held the fort and kept him, and then Ulbricht turned it around and he was a wonderful defensive coordinator. Austrian Jet fan now ultimately had to push Mike LaFleur off the boat, and Mike LaFleur has gone on to different things, and he showed some chutzpah certainly when he was here. There were some frustrations, but, there's an argument that they could have kept him. They didn't, and, the rest is the rest. But I urge patience, and I know that's hard for Jet fans to hear when it's been 14 years of no playoffs and looking like 15 years. I'm a positive guy. Only one team has started a season 0-4 and has come back to make the playoffs as the 1992 San Diego Chargers, which, by the way, had a certain guy that's on our staff on that team. That was Sean Jefferson. He's our wide receivers coach. He was on that San Diego Chargers team back in 1992 that did that. So he could speak to the players if they beat the Cowboys, say, hey, we can do this thing. And maybe he can sell them on that pitch. But Aaron Glenn needs to get his own players in the building. That's a big key. Big key. He needs to get his own players in the building, and that's going to take time. And Rome cannot be built in a single offseason. I thought this team had a lot of talent, and maybe I overrated some of this talent. But AG's got to have a chance to work this through, in my opinion. So, Austrian, I agree. Give this guy time to marinate. Okay? Give this guy time to marinate. So appreciate that. For number one, Austrian Jeff Friend, you have 2 raffle tickets for our October contest. More on that coming up. Let's go to DNY for life, baby. A 5-pack of Boy Green Coffee Club memberships. And it nearly just won our September raffle. That went doot, 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 doot. It just went to Really. It nearly went to DNY for life, who also, I think, would have won for one of the first times. Yeah. When we get a 5-pack of memberships gifted on this channel, we have to play a video package, and let's do it. And let's work this one in too for Austrian.
Kevin James.
I just got 3 things to say. God bless our troops. God bless America. And gentlemen, start your engine!
Let's go, baby. Also, we got a couple other memberships being gifted. Let me highlight those here on the program. MFC gifting a Boy Green Coffee Club membership. We see you, brother. Yeah. All righty, let's read the latest members to the Boy Green Coffee Club. MFC's just went to NYJ92. That's where his raffle ticket just went. Let me see. DNY for life. His 5 memberships went to Emmanuel Holcomb, Ted, NY Jets FL, DJ Dirty Cooch, hey now, D Van G, and Ryder and Talon's PA. You guys just made it to the Boy Green Coffee Club. Congratulations. And some raffle tickets raining from the high heavens, which you love to see, baby. You love to see. Thank you kindly, boys. Very nice. I see. Hey now, look at this. Mother effing Chew would like to send a member shout out here on the channel. I'm all about it. Let's go.
Wow.
A member for 16 months. Appreciate you. Nice hat, BG. Hell yeah. Shout out to my folks over at FOCO, baby. FOCO.com. And this is what I'm wearing to the Jets Cowboys game. And shit, I'm probably wearing it the rest of the week on every Boy Green Daily. So, yeehaw. How about them Jets, baby? Let's go. The perfect addition to the wardrobe. Now, we got to pick the jersey. I'm working on the jersey. I'm not sure. I've worn a lot of Justin Fields this year. Maybe I go back to the old tried and true, but I got a lot of jerseys. So there's a lot of different directions I can go. I got to marinate. I got to think about that. Who's the proper Jet jersey to wear for the game? More thought to be done on that, MFC, but I appreciate you appreciating the hat, brother. I appreciate that. Look at number one Austrian Jet fan gifting a 5-pack of Boy Green Coffee Club memberships. Let's friggin' go, baby. Again, every time 5 memberships or more are gifted, we got to play some videos.
J-E-T-S, Jets, Jets, Jets.
Yes.
Shout out to the village people. YMCA. Bob Lederer. There you go. Old tried and true. Hey now.
Number 44.
Woo! 44, that's me!
Get some cold cuts, get some cold cuts, get some cold cuts.
Woo! Give me some!
All right, right, our number one Austrian Jet fan gifted 5-pack of Boy Green Coffee Club memberships. Those went to Galatron76, welcome back. Ron Weiss, welcome back. Skip Donahue, Flight Boys 2.0, Slim God, and Peter Castro. Again, all these raffle tickets are going towards our October contest. I will have more details on that coming up. Again, another big congratulations to our guy Fiorilli, who won our September contest. So let him know when you guys see him in the comment section that he won our September raffle, baby. Appreciate that. I saw we got another member shout out here. Our boy EZ. Let's hit it up with some of that action. Appreciate you, EZ.
Wow.
A member for 14 months on the channel. Cool hat. Cool cowboy hat. Inappropriate this week, though. I totally disagree. Do you see the Jet emblem right there on the front of the hat? This is the perfect week for a cowboy Jets hat. So agree to disagree, partner. I'm afraid this is the perfect week to unveil this. And quite frankly, the reason I got it. So shout out to my friends over at FOCO. This is the perfect hat for the very fitting mood. Because I'm all about them Jets. About them Jets. About them Jets. Yeehaw, baby. Ooh. Ready to take out some Cowboys. Oh, yeah, baby. Let's friggin' go. Let me see if I caught up on all your membership activity, everyone out there in the audience. Let me see. I think so. But let me make sure I didn't miss anybody. So appreciate that. Thank you, EZ. Thank you, number one Austrian Jet fan. Thank you, DNY for life. Thank you, MFC. You guys are awesome. Thank you. Thank you kindly. Let's get to this. Galatron. Good morning, y'all. Sucks about Agent Zero. We talked about this on Boy Green Meets Woody yesterday, so let's bring it to these airwaves. If you guys did not hear the news, I wrote a piece about it yesterday on heavy.com. And here's the news. Let's get to the update in case you guys missed this yesterday. Some sad news on Braelon Allen. NFL Network insider Ian Rappaport shared yesterday that Braelon Allen, who was ruled out immediately with a knee injury in the Monday Night Football loss to the Miami Dolphins 27-21, suffered a, quote, MCL sprain that will likely land him on injured reserve, sources say. Allen is expected to receive additional medical opinions, end quote. Sucks for Agent Zero. I love Braelon Allen. I know we got a lot of Braelon Allen fans in our audience. I'm one of them. I love Agent Zero. He's the youngest player in the NFL and all that jazz. Nasty injury comes on a kick return, which a lot of people criticize the Jets for. I will reiterate, not that you can agree or disagree about it, but Braelon Allen, that was not the first time he's ever returned a kick for the Jets. He has filled in before when Kene Nguanu has been unavailable in the past. So Braelon Allen has returned kicks before. I know a lot of people criticize that. So just because you've done a bad thing multiple times potentially does not exercise those demons, but I just want to make that clear. With Braelon Allen likely going to injured reserve, he will miss at least the next 4 games. And here are the next 4 games for the Jets. Week 5, Jets-Cowboys. We'll get into our tailgate in just a second. That's at home, MetLife Stadium. Jets host the Dallas Cowboys. Week 6, the Jets travel to London to play the Denver Broncos. That's quote-unquote a home game for the Jets, but it's not. It's in London. In Week 7, they come back and play the Carolina Panthers at home at MetLife Stadium. Week 8, they travel to play the Cincinnati Bengals. God, do they look awful. They play the Cincinnati Bengals in Week 8 on the road. And then Week 9 is the Jets bye week. So long story short, Braelon Allen is out for at least a month and a half. But we'll see if he can come back after that. Again, IR simply means you're forced to miss a minimum of 4 games. That doesn't always mean that you can't miss more or what have you. You certainly have to at least miss those 4 games. So it is tough news. It is tough news about Braelon, so thank you for bringing that up, Galatron. It is unfortunate. I like Braelon Allen a lot. But now, here's what the Jets have at running back. They've got Breece Hall, of course. They got Jackrabbit, Isaiah Davis. They have Andrew Beck, the fullback. They have Kene Nguanu, who there is some optimism that perhaps he could return this week, not only for the return game, but again, my observations when I went to the one Jets-Giants joint practice, they used Kene Nguanu a lot in the backfield. And that felt purposeful. It felt purposeful. So we could see some creative stuff from Tanner Rankster with Kene Nguanu, so keep an eye out for that. And the Jets do have, pour one out for Ricky New York Live, Lawrence Toafili on the practice squad. He's been floating on and off the practice squad for months. So they do have him on there as well. The Jets are likely to make a move here when Braelon Allen is placed on injured reserve. The Jets will have a roster spot to utilize on the 53-man roster, which they can use to their heart's content. So I would expect a move at running back probably. By the way, a shout out to our number one Austrian Jet fan with the Austrian Jet fan gear he sent in. Appreciate you. Let's get some of your Super Chat member shout-outs here on the program. I appreciate y'all. Let's go first to, Wrong Verb. Let's go to Wrong Verb here on the show first. Appreciate you, Wrong Verb.
Wow.
Member for 4 months. Thank you, Wrong Verb. Appreciate you, pal. Core of the team in years 3 through 5. Why were we rebuilding? I think it's always a delicate question on rebuilding or reloading and when you're doing these things and making the wrong choices. We go back to our only winning season in the last 14 years. That is 2015. The Jets went 10-6. The Jets went all in. They thought they were in this position, and they were in this position. We had a dopamine high for a small period of time, which led to that 10-win season, which was awesome in the moment, but we didn't make the playoffs, and we all know how that happened. And then the Jets collapsed, and then it was a rebuild. So there is this fine line, I think, between choosing to rebuild and choosing to reload. The Jets, I think, have a lot of core players here. Sauce Gardner, Garrett Wilson, our tackles. I mean, Armand Membu's look fantastic. We may even do a show this week about Armand Membu being on the all-rookie team after the first month of the season. I mean, he's been spectacular. And, hey, I wanted Tyler Warren. Tyler Warren looks great, but Armand Membu looks phenomenal. And to get a right tackle that's a stud, and Mason Taylor's coming off a career day too, so hopefully that makes you feel a little better about the tight end decision. I mean, Armand Membu looks fantastic. So for, you want to have really good offensive linemen, and Armand Membu looks like an absolute cornerstone for the New York Jets. That feels great. So you've got the tackles. Olu Fashioner's been very up and down, but I'm still very high on the prospect. So you've got Olu, you got Armand Membu. We've already mentioned it on defense. You got Sauce Gardner, you got Garrett Wilson. We have Quentin Williams, who's still 27. It'll be interesting what the Jets decide to do with his future. So I think they do have to tear up a lot of stuff, though. And that may be a show this week, too. I'm not saying start from the studs, because, again, you got Garrett, Sauce, and a couple of these guys. But I think you do have to get rid of some of the Saleh regime and bring in Aaron Glenn guys. What does that look like? Defensively, complete overhaul, and we'll see what it means. I've been very encouraged by what I've seen from Justin Fields. Another really good game. Outside of the fumble, which sucks. He's now fumbled twice this season. You don't love that. That part has to obviously be cleaned up. No interceptions yet for Justin Fields, so that's spectacular. That's great. But 2 fumbles. With how much he runs, obviously the fumble opportunities are higher for a guy like Justin Fields and other quarterbacks because of how many opportunities he has with the football. But, there's going to be some stuff cleaned up. So long story short, as we're talking about rebuilding, reloading, and having that conversation, that debate, I think the Jets are going to have to tear some stuff up here. I do. I don't know if that's going to make a lot of people feel happy or sad or whatever, but that is the truth. Let's go to Man with Rake. Man with Rake with a shout out.
Wow.
Member for a year. Happy anniversary, pal. Thanks for supporting the show. You guys can all support the show. You can join the Boy Green Coffee Club. That's a pinned comment on youtube.com/boygreen25. Or if it's sometimes not available because we open up the call-in lines, that becomes the pinned comment. You can always go into the YouTube description down below. And I think, and I'm selfish, I'm biased, right? I think I offer the best deal in YouTube content creator land. Because for $3 a month, here's what you get. If you join the Boy Green Coffee Club here in the month of October, you get all the perks of being a Boy Green Coffee Club member. You get the loyalty badge. You get unlocking of the emojis. You get early access to videos. You get access to our Discord channel where you get a Jet community of fans on Discord. And you get a raffle ticket to win free shit from our contest. All that for $3. I think I got the best deal around here. I sure do. So it's the best deal. You guys should all jump on it if you're not already. I love the Boy Green Coffee Club. But let's get to your comment here, Man with Rake. Activate Pritchett. It has to be. It has to be. I think Austrian Jet fan asked this earlier. Is Isaiah Williams still on the team? As far as I know, he is still on the team. Yes. Aaron Glenn was a little dodgy when asked about that at his presser yesterday. So we'll see if it's one of those transactional moves. If the Jets on, Wednesday, so Thursday. I think the Jets might have off today. I'll have to double check the paperwork, see if they have off today or it comes back tomorrow because of the Monday Night Football. Or maybe it's a walkthrough today. We'll see. But we could get that Isaiah Williams news today that he's off the team. I think at minimum, as Rich Cimini noted on the Flight Deck podcast yesterday, he's going to be inactive on Sunday. And I think what happens is, to your point, I think we finally see Jamal Pritchett, the South Alabama, yeehaw, the undrafted free agent that's resting on our practice squad. I think it's time to, I think it's long been time to break him out of the cryogenically frozen freezer, and let's see what this kid's got. We went Xavier Gipson. That failed. We've gone Isaiah Williams. That's failed. Kanae Nguanu's been hurt. Like, man, why not make Jamal Pritchett one of the two guys back there? Kanae Nguanu, if he comes back, obviously he's the lead guy, but there's two guys back there on the return game. Let's make Jamal Pritchett the other guy, and then wherever the ball gets kicked, and let's ride. Let's give the man a shot. Because shit, man, Xavier Gipson, blah. Isaiah Williams, blah. Let's go back to our boy Jamal. I appreciate that. That's a great comment. Great comment indeed. 100%. I'm all in on that. Great comment, man, with the rake. Let's go. Let's friggin' go. Dave Briga, our man, tearing stuff up is way overdue. Perhaps so. Sure going to have to find out. Old Yank says he just got in here. When's the drawing of the prize pack? Just got in here. Well, we already did it. Congratulations to Fiorilli. I'll put this back up on the screen real quick for him. Here it is. All right, let's put this up on your screen here. There he is. He's still the winner. Fiorilli. Congratulations. He won our September raffle. We do it at random, so it's up to the gods on who wins what and who wins how. But our September raffle, which again is all of these prizes are going to Fiorilli, and we have a new October raffle, which will reveal those prizes coming up. We'll reveal all those prizes for the next month's raffle. So all the super chats, everything that's come through, those are being tallied separately for the October raffle. So all of those will count when we reveal our new prizes for this month, and we'll draw that one on November 1st. And then the season keeps rolling, baby. It keeps rolling. But let's get to this, and then we'll open up the phone lines here on the show. You guys can continue to send your super chats, memberships, and all that. We've got Jets-Cowboys this weekend. Jets-Cowboys. And I know we got 60-plus screaming Jet fans that are all going to be coming to this weekend. I want to give you guys a couple of points of information, and I'm going to hammer this over the head so you guys have all this information. For the people that are attending our Jets-Cowboys tailgate, the gates open at 8 a.m. Our tailgate, I just got this from Chef Kevin Gilbert, will officially start at 10 a.m., okay? That's going to give Chef enough time for us to get into our lot, get into our space, and get him to set up the food because he's going to be cooking it, of course, live in front of all of us with all of his cooking equipment and things of that nature. So we need some time to set that up. So the tailgate, in terms of the food portion, will begin at 10 a.m., okay? It's going to begin at 10 a.m. We, me, and Woody, and several others are going to be arriving immediately when the gates open at 8. So if you guys just want to come and hang out while we're setting things up, we're going to have games, we're going to have cornhole, we'll have some beer pong, we'll have all kinds of fun games and gadgets. So you guys can come as soon as you'd like, and we're going to set up camp, and we can hang out and sing songs and take pictures and play music and all that stuff. You guys can have all that fun if you want to come as soon as the gates open at 8 a.m. But yes, all the food and everything will get started at 10 a.m. Food will stop being cooked at noon. So you guys have 2 hours of live food, and you guys can get what you want if you purchased a tailgate ticket already. You'll get a wristband when you guys get there. You will see me. I'll also give you guys your T-shirts that are part of your package. If you guys bought the tickets at the right time, some people are late stragglers. If you guys have no idea what the T-shirt thing is, then don't worry about it. But yes, so it's going to be a wonderful time. I have all the T-shirt packages and things, so you guys will get an assigned package that for like if it's Jimmy, here's your thing. You got 2 shirts. Here they are in a package for you. There you go. I'll give you your wristband. If you got a tailgate pass, I'll check you off. I got a clipboard and everything, so it's going to be fully organized, all great, fun, games, all that stuff. So again, to reiterate, the tailgate is at 8 the tailgate is in D1. D is in Demario Davis 1. D1 is where we will be for the tailgate. So if you guys are looking for us, we're in D1. So you guys can make sure you hit it up. That is gold level parking. Speaking of parking passes, the Jets should be sending me the parking pass link today. If you bought a ticket through me, you have access to a gold level parking pass at the cheapest possible price. That is $45 from the New York Jets. Okay, so if you bought a ticket from me, you have the ability to buy one. If you're having public transportation or being dropped off, you're Ubering or anything, then obviously you don't have to worry about any of that because you don't have a parking ticket to be accounted for. So again, but I should be getting that link from the Jets. As soon as I get it from the Jets, I will reach out to everyone that bought a ticket from me and offer it to them. Hey, would you guys like to buy a Parker Pass? If you want to, the link is right here, and go to town. The tailgate activities that will be happening. If you're not a part of our tailgate, let's say you didn't buy a tailgate ticket, you didn't even buy a game ticket, you can still come and hang out with us if you'd like. You can't have any of the food and drink that is reserved for the Boy Green Coffee Club members and the people that purchase those tickets. So you won't be able to have access to any of that, but you'll have access to us and hang out. You could jump in with a beer pong or a cornhole or anything, take pictures, have a lot of fun. So all of that is open. Even if you didn't buy a ticket, you guys are all available to come. So again, to reiterate, it's terrific. It's phenomenal. And look at that for Galvatron, right? $45, that's a good price. I paid $65 to $75 in the past for gold. So 1,000%. I meant it when I said it months ago, and I mean it again. You get all kinds of perks from joining as a group. And one of those perks is the cheapest possible parking pass price, $45 straight up. You get that from the New York Jets. Again, that's not just because you're just going to a Jets game. As Galvatron says, you can pay a lot higher price depending on where you're coming from. But if you're a part of our group this year, so congratulations to everybody, the Jets are giving me as many parking passes as I have tickets. That's why I can't just open it up to anybody. If someone's not, coming to the game with their own ticket and didn't buy anything through us, they're like, hey, can I get some of that parking pass? Sorry, you can't. I can only do it for the people that purchase through our group, just to make sure that's perfectly clear. So congratulations. Good luck. Yes, I should receive that today. And again, if you bought a ticket through me, you'll get an email from me, and I will follow up so you guys will have access to buy a gold level parking pass. Just like Terrence Hill says, I can't wait to meet everyone. I feel exactly the same way. It should be a lot of fun. So again, to reiterate a couple of key points, and we'll open up the phone lines. Our tailgate is in D1, Demario Davis 1. That's where you guys can show up. You guys will find us very quickly. Chef Kevin Gilbert is going to be setting up his cooking. He's going to be there. His son's going to be there. His wife's going to be there. They're going to be cooking it up. And it's a big family, which is great. And they're going to need time to set up. But the food portion of the event will start at 10 a.m. 10 a.m. Gates open at 8. I'm going to be there immediately at 8. Woody's going to be there at 8. Chef Kevin Gilbert. We have Lou B, Super Jets fan. We're going to have a lot of people coming up. And you guys can park anywhere in Gold parking lot, but I suggest you try to find us. And if you're willing to just hang out with us, I'd come as soon as the gates open, because it's first come, first serve on parking spaces. So the more of us Boy Green Coffee Club members that can come all together and park all close together, that's our entire area. So just sort of think about that. So if you want to come out and hang out with us early, feel free to do so while we're setting up and playing games and having a good time and chatting it up. So I hope you guys take full advantage of that. Shout out to the 300 people in the room. Like the video, hit subscribe, baby. So D1, parking passes should come today. Those are $45. It's the cheapest possible price. Shout out to the Jets for that. Everyone that bought a ticket through me will have access to purchase a parking pass. You don't have to if you don't want to. The food will be from Chef Kevin Gilbert. That's going to be great. We also have a meet and greet the night before. I'll give you guys another reminder for that. Saturday, October 4th, right? So this Saturday at Chef Kevin Gilbert's restaurant, the Cloverleaf Tavern, Caldwell, New Jersey, at 7:30 at night. We're going to be in the private room upstairs. If you guys are interested in going to that, and this is your first time hearing of it, or you're going to be around in town, even if you're not going to our Cowboys game, even if you're not going to our tailgate, and you're just a Jets fan, you want to hang out with other Boy Green Coffee Club members, hit me up. I need to put you on a sign-up sheet. So hit me up and I can give you all the details. But the main details are this. It's Saturday night. It's 7:30. It's an exclusive thing for us. We're going to be all to ourselves in a private room. If you want to be a part of that party and hang out and have a good time, you guys will be able to order your own food and drink. There won't be a buffet style. There will be menus that you can order Chef Kevin Gilbert's food from his restaurant. Feel free to do that. I think this is a cool way to honor Chef Kevin Gilbert and support him for supporting us for this tailgate. So, yes. I hope you guys can all come to that. That's going to be wonderful. We have about 40-ish people signed up. It's like 35-ish, 37-ish. There's a few stragglers, but we can have as many as 60 in the room. So I still have another 20-plus spots to go if you guys would like to attend, and feel free to do that. Again, you guys can reach out to me via email, first name, middle initial, last name, jr@gmail.com, PAULAESDENJR@gmail.com. Say, Paul, I'm interested in this meet and greet action, or any other questions you guys may have. Please feel free to reach out. Let's go. Terrence says, I'm going to be at that too. Phenomenal. I can't wait. Awesome. So without further ado, let's go to the phone lines, baby. Let's hear from you, the great fans out there in the universe. And let's keep this party rolling. Quick hep timeout. More coming up here on Boy Green Daily.
Boy Green Daily, Boy Green Daily, Boy Green Daily. Talking Jets football, man. Boy Green Daily, Boy Green Daily, Boy Green Daily. New York Jets Football Club. Offense, defense, special teams, watch Jets football with Boy Green. J-E-T-S, Jets, Jets, Jets. Let's go.
You heard him. You heard Hep or Hef, depending on your pronunciation skills. He has opened up the phone lines from the gods. It's a pinned comment on youtube.com/boygreen25. You'd like to call into the program. We talk New York Jets every friggin' day, baby. Every friggin' day. So without further ado, let's go to the phone lines here on the program. Up first, it's Kyle Clifton, baby. What's up, Kyle? Good morning.
Good morning, Boy Green. How are you?
Hey, I'm spectacular, man.
I got the FOMs a little bit, fear of missing something, hearing about your guys' foray to the Cowboys game.
Yeah.
Yep, I think your father will be particularly insufferable that day, but hopefully you guys will be able to get through it.
Yeah.
It's a tough matchup for us because their offense is really good and we can't stop a nosebleed. I remain adamant that the way that we need to win is to run the ball and keep the ball away from teams with these explosive offenses. But you can't do that if you're turning the ball over and putting the ball on the ground and getting stupid penalties at critical times and making mental mistakes. You have to be able to do the little things when your margin of error is that small. That means not, fair catching the ball at the 2 and stuff like that. It's getting a little old. So hopefully, we'll see a little change up in personnel to get ready for this game. It is what it is. I mean, we're not making the playoffs, right? That's clear. I think this has always been about kind of evaluating what we have in Justin Fields for 2025 and for next year for 2026, whether he's a backup or possibly our starter. He's still got some stuff to clean up, although you can see why they had interest in bringing him in and giving him this audition. Most likely we're going to be going back into the draft and grabbing a quarterback, which is kind of tough in some other ways because we have holes at linebacker, at safety, at the defensive line, spare receiver. There's holes that need to be filled here.
So let me ask you this real quick, Kyle, because shout out to Derek. He was a first-time caller yesterday or at some point this week, and I appreciate new callers coming on the show. That's great, or callers that come on all the time. And Derek had an interesting thought, right? It takes us back to the 2021 draft. If the Jets end up right, the Jets are 0-4. It's not great. The 3 winless teams in football. If they continue on this track, they're going to have a top 5 pick. And they will have a choice, I'm sure, with some of these quarterbacks. Again, I haven't really dove into any of them, and I really don't want to for a significant period of time. But if there are some quarterbacks available, and then Derek says, hey, if there are, Jets, hit the eject button, take a massive haul from somebody. There's all kinds of desperate teams for quarterbacks, and you build your team the right way and don't take the quarterback. But I'm sure there's going to be other fans say, fuck that. Let's get the quarterback figured out, and then we'll figure out the rest later. And let's be Jackson Dart, right? The Giants' offensive line stinks outside of Andrew Thomas, and they're just like, hey, we're going to take the quarterback. We're going to figure it out. Now, they had the benefit of all kinds of things, obviously, with some of their draft pick situation. But what do you make of that situation on the whole? If they have a chance to draft a quarterback and either take him or trade back and try to get a bunch of picks.
So I'd be lying if I said it didn't cross my mind. But if there's a quarterback that you love, you have to take them.
Yes.
Because, that's the most important position on the field. And we haven't had one, to be quite frank with you. So if they are sold that they are the guy, I mean, they have to be sure because their future is going to be tied to that selection.
Yeah.
They should absolutely take him. If they don't feel like there is someone that they like in this draft, and from what I hear that there are quarterbacks that can be decent pros in this draft, then they should trade back and fill some of those holes. But I suspect it'll be a quarterback. I mean, it's probably time. Whether we like Fields or love Fields or tolerate Fields, I don't know that any quarterback we take is going to play right away. We probably want to get 5 or 6 games of Justin Fields next year where this guy sits and watches and then we can kind of ease him in where he's comfortable with the system, and maybe can make some stuff happen. I appreciate your time, Boy Green.
Thank you, Kyle. Yeah, I would say this. Again, Derek's call was interesting, and one of my favorite parts of this show is being able to have conversation. Me, I lean towards Kyle. If the Jets are in love with the quarterback, you take the quarterback. Again, there's an intriguing nature to being able to trade back and then get a bunch of haul of picks, right? 2020 hindsight, right? 2021, Jets trade back, let someone else take the Zach Wilson thing. They get 3 first-round picks. Boy, who knows what could have happened? You build around that way, but we didn't. We did that. So hindsight's 2020. Look, oh boy, knowing what we know now, we probably should trade back, but we didn't. Now this time, do they do the opposite? I don't know. It's a new regime, new quarterbacks, new situation. You can't just say, clearly this time we have to do this. There is a compelling argument. That's what I love about this show. We can have these. Derek, I think, makes a lot of great points about potentially trading back if we end up in that situation. Kyle makes some good points. We need a bleeping quarterback-driven league. You got a guy. You'll figure it out later. Good debates, good questions happening here on Boy Green Daily. Make sure you guys like the video, hit subscribe. We're continuing to roll here on the phone lines, baby, which we appreciate. Up next, Johnny Boy here on the show. What's up, Johnny?
BG, good morning, brother. How you holding up?
I'm ready to turn the page, man. The September sucked, but we're on to October. We literally have turned the page. The Jets are undefeated in the month of October, so I'm ready, baby. Let's go.
Oh, yeah. Hey, so a few questions I wanted to ask you.
Yeah.
Big conversation I think needs to be talked about is the special teams coordinator in Banjo.
Chris Banjo, yes, sir.
Right? So I think it's not being talked as much as it needs to be. I feel like the special teams has lost us a few games, but I wanted to get your thoughts on that. Second, if this whole Aaron Rodgers conversation, and I hate that I'm still having to bring this up in October and the 5th game that we're getting ready to play.
Sure.
If he was here, what would have it helped out? Do you think that we would have got over the hump and won some of these games? Because if you go back and look at the game that we just had, if it wasn't for Justin Fields' legs, some of those broken down plays that he did, the individual would have got sacked. Tyrod, if he was back there, he would have been sacked. So what I'm trying to say is Justin Fields is not the problem on what's going on. There's a lot more other issues that this team has right now, and it's coming to light, and you're starting to see it.
I agree. So I'll just jump in there. I think Aaron Rodgers would be dead if he was our quarterback right now, because while pass protection was terrific in week 1, it looked really good. They faced Teacher One, all kinds of guys. It looked really good. It's been super spotty, if we're being honest, last couple of weeks. Armand Membu's been very good, but the rest of the line, it's been a little shaky. And Aaron Rodgers' old ass would have been hit. I also think there's a factor of luck. I don't know if anyone watched a 9:30 Ireland game between the Steelers and the Vikings. Aaron Rodgers on one of the plays escapes, and we see it. Aaron Rodgers, he's chugging along, getting a first down. From behind, a Viking punches the ball out from Aaron Rodgers. The ball just starts skirting around. A Steeler fell on top of it. Aaron's like, whoo! Dodge that bullet. For the Jets, we haven't dodged any of those bullets. Fumbles happen, immediately the other team gets it. So there's a factor of luck. Oblong-shaped football. The game goes a lot differently. If that fumble is recovered by Minnesota, they don't go down and score their touchdown, and the entire game changes. So we all have to accept at the front door that there is luck in every game and every season that happens. And you hope, you Lady Luck and the blessing of the gods, give me a little bit of that magic every game and throughout the season. We all need a little bit. Even the best teams in the world need a little bit of luck. So the luck has not been going our way. That has sucked. But in terms of Justin Fields, he is not the problem.
Correct.
He's not perfect, but he's not the problem. I can list a million other problems before I get to Justin Fields. Justin Fields has been serviceable. He's been fine. Outside of the Week 2 Buffalo game where he sucked, but we were expected to lose. We were a massive underdog in that game. He's been really good in Week 1 against Pittsburgh. He's been really good against Miami, outside of the fumble. And then Week 3, he didn't play. Justin Fields so far has been just dandy. And by the way, a wonderful fantasy quarterback for anyone who has them out there. How you doing? Okay, I've enjoyed him on my fantasy football team. But no, for the people that are bringing up Aaron Rodgers, and I saw that talk on social media, first off, you're delaying the inevitable. Aaron Rodgers is closer to the end of his journey than the beginning. He's going to play this season and maybe one more because of all the chatter or not. And you're delaying the inevitable for the Jets. So the Jets win the Super Bowl this year with Aaron Rodgers as quarterback, so Justin Fields? Probably not. So no. I'm fine testing out the Kyle Clifton brought it up earlier, the Justin Fields Ferrari. I'm cool driving that around town and see if I like it. And next year, because of his contract structure with $10 million guarantee, he's either going to be the bridge quarterback, very likely, to a rookie, or he shows more of the season that not only is he not just a bridge, he's our guy moving forward for the next couple of years. We extend him. So, I have no interest in Aaron Rodgers. Good for him. The 3-1, and they're killing it over there. God bless America. Good for Aaron Rodgers. But I don't think things can be in a vacuum. Wow, he's playing like this over there. Let's copy and paste that over here, and then we'd be great. Let's throw an 80-yard touchdown to Garrett Wilson instead of DK Metcalf. It doesn't work like that. All things are different. So, no, I'm totally fine with Fields.
Exactly. So could you imagine being 0-4 with the circus that comes with Aaron Rodgers?
Boy.
And all of that bringing a lot more attention to what's going on. I'm good with that, man. Look, if you're – first and foremost, this last game, our running was working.
Yes.
Why would we abandon that when it was working for us? What was the yardage that we had in the running game? Like 200 and something yards?
Yeah, we had 200 rushing yards. Yep.
Right? So we are killing ourselves. We're having self-inflicted damn crap right now that we're not going to win. 13 penalties, 3 turnovers. It's a recipe for you to say we're not going to win. It's that simple. Like
I don't buy this. Like, I'm bringing up JD's comment. If Aaron Rodgers are here, we'd be 3-1, and I'm sorry. No, I don't think so. Now, this is the fun fairyland. We can say whatever the hell we want because there's no way to ever prove this, but I don't think so. I don't think so at all. So it is what it is. Folks, the Aaron Rodgers thing, we have to move on. We're going to continue to get calls, and no offense to you, Johnny. We're going to continue to get conversation about it because they're just so connected. The former quarterbacks on each other's teams are in different places, so how they perform are innately going to be connected, and I understand that. But for me, with all due respect, I don't give a shit about Aaron Rodgers. Like, we're going to hear about it because of the Pittsburgh and everything I just said, but Pittsburgh, do your own thing. We're doing our own thing over here. I still don't think the Steelers are going to do anything crazy. Now, it helps him out. The AFC North, Lamar Jackson just imploded, so he's likely to miss some serious time here. So let's see. Joe Burrow's missing basically the whole season. The Browns are a disaster. So the Steelers work out with their division where, oh, great. We might just moonwalk here. And sometimes you get lucky and see what you do with it.
And BG, my last question for you is this, and this is to everybody in the chat. What would you give up for the New York Jets to win a Super Bowl? And I'm out with that one.
I appreciate that. Thanks, Johnny. I would do literally anything if they said, "Hey, you know that one scene from those movies and shows where they're like, here, I'm giving you this situation, Paul. If you press this button, the Jets win the Super Bowl. But click. Wait, Paul, I didn't tell you what's going to happen. Don't give a shit. Click." And that's it. They're like, well, someone random in the universe will die. Okay, click. They're like, oh, Jesus. They're like, okay, someone in your life will die. Click. The Jets Super Bowl, baby. I will sacrifice anything in my life for a Jets Super Bowl. I am all in, baby. So click. What do I want to give up? What do you want me to give up? Let's talk. Let's negotiate. Let's make it happen. I want a championship. I want a world championship. And the Jets are my number one thing. I will do whatever it takes to give the Jets an absolute Super Bowl. Absolutely. All right, let's go to the phone lines. We got EZ, who seems to disagree. EZ?
So you would give up one of your kids to have a Super Bowl? Come on, man.
Well, I got two of them, so one of them. Yeah, okay.
All right. You definitely are your father's son.
Hey, by the way, we got breaking news in the NFL. This has nothing to do with the Jets, but I guess they do play this team in a couple weeks. Here's this.
Talking about the Browns?
It is. Former Jets quarterback Joe Flacco has been benched. They're going to Dylan Gabriel. He will make his first start. That's happening in London this week against the Vikings. So Joe Flacco benched. It's Dylan Gabriel time, which means we won't get the Joe Flacco revenge game in a bunch of weeks coming off the bye. Instead, we will see one of those rookie quarterbacks. There you go.
Oh, well. Yeah,
But
I saw
go ahead,
the Schefter. I saw the Schefter thing flash on the top of my phone, but it just said something about Cleveland, so I didn't care.
Yeah.
No, if the stars align in the wrong way and we wind up with like number 1 or number 2 pick,
yeah,
You know my feeling on drafting quarterbacks high.
Yes.
I've already told you that there's like a more than a 50% failure rate with that. To me, that's too much of a crapshoot. We have too many holes to fill right now. Besides, Justin Fields, what is this, his fifth year now?
Correct. Yep, year 5 in the NFL. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Right. He's young.
Yep.
He's been playing. He played pretty good last year. I think if he would have finished up with Pittsburgh, he probably could have had 10 wins on his own easily.
Yeah, probably. Sure. Yeah.
He has not been the problem for us. Not really. Not really. I think what's been the problem for us is some of the players still have their heads up their ass, and they haven't figured out yet that Aaron Glenn is not fucking playing games anymore. This is not a joke. This is not a game. This is the NFL, and NFL means not for long if you don't figure it out. And he looked so exasperated on the sideline. He had that look like when we didn't get those personal foul calls for us. By the third one, he was just rolling his eyes like, I mean, he was pissed, but he was just like, well, what more do we need to do? How much more punishment do my players need to receive before you'll give us a call? And I was talking to Chaos last night.
I love Jeremy. Yeah.
And it's funny because Johnny Boy came on after me, and now I'm coming on after Johnny Boy.
That's it.
But we were talking about that, and I was like, with that, I can't. Was it Ruckert or was it Mason that got that late hit in the middle of the field in the fourth?
Jeremy Ruckert. Yeah, he made a play. Fell on the field, was laying on the ground, and then got forearmed to the back of the head. Yes.
That was probably the most egregious non-call that I have ever seen.
Yeah.
And I was saying to Jeremy, as shitty as the Jets were playing, and I agree exactly with what like Breece Hall said, they'd shoot themselves in the foot. We'd shoot ourselves in the head. But Miami was shooting themselves in the foot a lot too. I mean, they didn't do the turnovers, but I mean, they did a lot of things. There could have literally been 3 calls against them for personal fouls.
Of course.
I mean, when you see an offensive lineman there's no way an offensive lineman gets his helmet ripped off unless there's hands to the face.
Obviously, right.
No, there's no way. Number 2, you got a quarterback coming back from a concussion, gets tackled out of bounds, and actually you saw at the end he kind of gave him that little flip over, and he kind of like tossed him with a little bit of leverage there. There was that little bit of extra coming off a concussion, and with all the bullshit, we got to protect the quarterback, and they don't call that. That refereeing crew on Sunday, Monday night has absolute zero credibility.
I hope we never run into him again, quite frankly.
And they took a touchdown away from us.
Oh.
They were showing. I think I was watching something on NFL. I can't remember what show it was I was watching the other day, and they showed about 5 or 6 receivers that did more than what Garrett Wilson did. More than what Garrett Wilson did. And then they showed some clips of Sauce Gardner when he got called, and then they showed clips of other DBs doing the same thing, more egregious than Sauce, that didn't get calls. It's ridiculous. And Sauce was right. He goes, because we're not winning, we're not getting the calls. And you know what? But that's bullshit. That's bullshit. But I mentioned to Jeremy that, had we gotten that late hit call on Ruckert, that could have changed the game right there.
Of course.
Because where was that? Was that, I know it was a 3rd and 23 or a 3rd and 24, and I think it was like a 9 to 12 yard gain, something like that. I mean, it wasn't a first down, but I think we would have, with that penalty and a first down, we would have been.
Yeah, it would have been an automatic first down.
But we would have, but another 15 yards from the spot. So we probably would have been inside the 40. I believe we would have been inside the 40 there, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Now we're in field goal range with a first down. Dolphins weren't playing that great. We couldn't stop them, but they basically couldn't stop us. We stopped us 3 times.
Yeah.
3 times we stopped us. So, I mean, that was a situation. We could have gotten a touchdown. What was it, like 6 minutes, 7 minutes left in the game at that point?
Yeah. We had our opportunities, but
Yeah.
again,
So,
we shot ourselves
but,
in the foot. We have no one to blame but ourselves. So,
but that one you have to blame on the referees, though. You have to.
no, sure. There's
I mean,
a lot of calls I blame on the referees.
But I mean, but I'm talking about a blatant late hit.
Yeah, it was bad.
Like you were saying yesterday, 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, and then bam.
That's what I'm saying is, it's not, there are plays, and I could be cool with it, that are bang,
Yeah, bang, bang, I understand.
It's like, was it? Maybe. And we can like make an argument. Jeremy Record was laying on the ground. He dove on the ground, laid on the ground. And again, you count Mississippi's. Go back and watch the play in real time, folks. And then he gets first off, if it happened at all, bang, bang or not, forearm to the back of the head as he's lying on the ground. That would have been a foul. But it's more egregious that all those Mississippi's went by and he got hit. Again, it just doesn't make any sense.
But I want to get back to what Johnny Boy was talking about with the draft. I don't draft a quarterback. I trade back, especially if this is supposedly a better quarterback draft than last year.
Supposedly, yes. Yeah.
Okay, so we might be able to get we'll definitely get 2 first-round picks plus maybe a third and a fourth or a second. Or we need picks. We need to rebuild this team. We need. And I know this is funny, but we need some deep. This is a point where we need a wide receiver.
Yeah,
we got to get a number 1 wide receiver to pair up with Garrett Wilson. Got to get a top flight wide receiver, and we got to get a safety and a corner,
maybe 2,
and a D lineman. That's what we need,
and more. Here's all the things we need. We need linebackers. Quincy's gone, so what are you doing at linebacker? That's a big thing. What about the offensive line? ABT, John Simpson, both free agents. Where does Joe Tippett stay at guard? Does he go back to center? What happens there?
I might go for a center. I'd probably want to get maybe a center instead of a guard because we have Myers right now. How old is Myers? Is he like 28, 29? He's not in his 30s yet,
Let me look up Josh. Well, he's coming off his rookie deal, so he's got to be somewhere in that range, I would imagine. He's 27.
Right, so 27. Okay, so he's not playing bad. He's really not playing bad. We got Tippmann, who is not playing bad at guard. He's a decent guard center. So I think if we get we either draft a guard or a center. That's who I think we get.
Sure.
Funniest thing is the youngest kid, Membo. Oh my God, he's great.
Spectacular.
Because
it's great.
Fashano has been having some problems.
He has. Yeah.
Not a lot, but some. But but he'll turn it around. I think Fashano can definitely turn it around. I think everyone on our offensive line is decent. I mean, any NFL team right now would take any one of our 5 starters right now. They would. And I'm not even talking about taking them as a backup. I'm just saying any one of them could be a decent starter on any team right now. I believe that wholeheartedly. But we could definitely use some higher quality depth.
For sure.
There are some guys that I believe we should cut now, and not biting off our nose to spite our face, but I think if we cut a couple of guys, that will send a clear message. I definitely believe Tony Adams should be cut, not benched, cut. Because
I think one guy that's going to get cut easy, and appreciate the call, I would say, is Isaiah Williams. And we'll see. Again, AG gave a very dodgy answer on that about his future. So we'll see. Tony, we'll see what happens. Tony has not played very well. We'll see if he gets straight up cut. I don't know if that happens for depth purposes. The Jets have a lot of issues at safety, and he knows the roster. He's probably going to ride it out, but we'll see what happens. Appreciate the call, EZ. And again, I see we have Fiorilli here in the chat. So I want to reiterate this one more time. We'll continue our calls here. Is that shout out to our boy, Fiorilli, because he won our September raffle. So congratulations, buddy. Congratulations, Frank. You won the raffle. Reach out to me via text, smoke signal, pigeon carrier, however you'd like to collect your prizes. These are all your prizes for the month of September, which includes a New York Jets sideline hoodie, New York Jets polo, a personalized autographed copy of Beyond Broadway Joe, the Super Bowl team that changed football. You'll get a Jet Zone banner from me. You'll get a Jet vintage player t-shirt from the past. You get an entire prize pack of Palooza. And again, just reach out, Frank, and we'll get all that squared for you. So congratulations, buddy. Just reach out. We'll get your address, all that information, and of course, what you want Bob to sign the book as. So reach out to me and let me know. And congratulations again to Frank. Appreciate you. Let's go back to the phone lines. Up next, Badshaw here, baby. What's up, Badshaw?
What's up, Paul? The other day, I'd called in during the Monday night game.
Yes.
And I had my buddy with me. That was a Dolphins fan.
Yeah, your Dolphins fan, buddy. Yes.
And so he was saying he was really shocked that we never picked on their corners.
Yeah, right. They were down Storm Duck, Jason Marshall Jr. They had another corner who was questionable in the game, and obviously they'd already traded Jalen. So, yes, which goes back to Indy's point, right? During the game, he called in and said, can we pass the football? And I was like, man, the running's going well. I don't mind the running. But I think Rich Cimini highlighted a good point that goes back to what Indy said on his podcast. He said, when you just run the ball, even if you do it well, your margin for error is very small. So, that just guarantees basically for the most part. Sometimes you can run someone out of the building, but that guarantees for the most part you're going to be in tight contests that are like within a certain range. And if you turn the ball over, as the Jets are doing at an alarming rate, that's how you're losing these games. You're running the ball, and that's great. But if you're taking away the passing and some of these opportunities, as you mentioned, against those shitty Miami corners, and then they're injured too to boot, there's something to be said for that. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I know your dad definitely schooled him. He had called in and asked if he knew, the final score of Dan Marino's last game, and he did. I knew it was against the Jaguars when he said. I knew they lost in I don't know if it was the championship or the wild card but I knew they'd lost to the Jaguars, but I didn't know it was like 62-7. So.
Yeah.
He definitely had that learning moment, but he also, I will tell you, he bragged on you and the rest of the coffee club because we were going through the comments and stuff, and he's like, I would kill to have like a Dolphins channel like this. He's like, there's nobody doing anything. As far as he knew, there was nothing going on in Dolphin world like what we've got. And he's like, man, I feel like Paul knows our whole roster, like, the whole Dolphins roster and the practice squad. I'm like, oh yeah. I'm like, yeah, we go to the practice squad like as a club, and we just throw shit at the door and stuff. I mean, that's what we do. But
I'll just tell you, that's super humbling to hear. I appreciate it. And like I said, I was just speaking about the coffee club at the college yesterday when I was speaking to him and bringing it up. Like, man, I watch the entire NFL. I know all the teams. I follow all the teams on social media. So, I got a pretty good idea about all the teams in the league. But the thing I don't have is I'm not at that deep level. I'm looking through Dolphins YouTube or Patriots YouTube or anything. I don't really know what the hell's going on over there. But I think we are spoiled as Jet fans. So we have so many content creators. I don't know if any other team out there in the universe has this kind of activity, but I know for Jet fans, we have so many friggin' cool options. It's awesome. I love that we have this community. I pinched myself yesterday thinking about this weekend with 60 of us all hanging out and meeting for the first time. And I think that's just we're already pretty close. I consider us all family already, but this is just going to really knot it together when we have those physical moments of all, being together and cheering for the team and eating food and hanging out and talking family and talking football and all this stuff. I think that's going to even bring us closer together. So it's just wild. We're all over the place. There are people flying in from California. There are people flying in from Florida. There are people flying in from North Carolina. Damn, we're all coming for one thing, for this Jet game that we just happen to sort of put together here. It's pretty jaw dropping, man. It's pretty cool.
Oh yeah, and I think you're gonna have to get some name tags for it. I know some of us who call in, y'all obviously know what I look like, but I'm like, some of these guys, that are just more chat guys. I don't know what they look like, so it'd be nice if we got a name tag or something on there.
It would be nice, because I see it on the Practical Jokers, right? They do that bar event, hey, Johnny, what do you do? And I went to the tailgate last year. Again, I didn't host it. I didn't run it. But I invited a lot of people. So a lot of people came to this other tailgate. So, but there would be people tap me on the shoulder and go, Paul, they know me. And I'm like, yeah, guy. Hey,
exactly.
And I did horrible. I'm not doing that this year. Last year, for the perfect example, some of the commenters, like NC Green. I'm looking at his thing right now. all I see on his
Exactly.
avatar is NC. I have no idea what he looks like. Tall, short, fat, skinny. I got no idea. So someone's going to tap me on the shoulder, go, because like I got a beard. I'm pretty, like, I don't think you can miss me in a crowd. And you know, you're going to be like, oh, Paul. And then I tried to guess last year, like this woman tapped me on the shoulder and said, oh, Boy Green. And I'm like, hey, lady. And then I went like, hey, are you this person? She went, no. I'm like, okay, all right. Well, all right. I'm not, that's just going to ruin people's, I am so sorry. Hey, how are you? Who are you? So, yes. So either name tags or people just sort of like stating, you know, like a Steve Carell in The Office when he came in and said, I declare bankruptcy. I'm going to need people just to declare who they are to the room. And then that'll be really cool. So I can't wait. That's going to, yeah, that is true. Name tags would be good. We'll see what we can do there. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll see if maybe I can get us some name tags or something. If I can go by
Hey,
Walmart
that'd be cool.
or something.
Great.
But yeah, and what time? Do we have a time yet for the meetup on Saturday?
Yes, we do.
Okay.
So thank you for asking. It's 7:30 Saturday night, so I'm probably going to get there earlier than that. But 7:30 is the startup time. It'll be upstairs. So if you go to the restaurant and you see it like a server or whoever the hostess is, say, "I'm here for the private party" or upstairs room, Boy Green thing. If you say any of those word combinations, they'll take you right upstairs. It's not in the main area. You have to go up the stairs, obviously, and then it's a private room where we'll have a server and everything up there. So yes, it's 7:30. It's Caldwell, New Jersey. It's a Cloverleaf Tavern. Again, we have about 35 to 40 people heading there right now. If we end up getting 40, Chef Kev says he will do a special meal thing for us. Now, we're going to be doing menu. Everyone will be ordering off their own menu, but Chef Kev, whatever he wants to do is special, and it requires an insert amount of people to even do it. Right now, like I said, we're hovering around 35 to 40, but we need absolute 40 plus for this to happen. So we'll see if a few other either Boy Green Coffee Club members or just people in general are going to come to the event, because then we could get whatever that special thing is Chef Kevin Gilbert's talking about. But yes, 7:30, Cloverleaf Tavern, Chef Kevin Gilbert's restaurant. Again, a cool way to give back to Chef Kevin Gilbert for tailgating, or he's going to be making all the food the next day. I think this is a cool way for us to give some money to his restaurant and for him, and which is awesome. So yes, it'll be 7:30 Saturday night. And to reiterate, for Sunday, the tailgate, quote unquote, starts at 10. That's when the food will be ready to start being served and things of that nature. So I'm going to be there when the gates open at 8 a.m. So if you guys want to hang out with me and play cornhole or whatever while everything else is being set up, feel free to come as soon as the gates open, and you can come park by us and hang out and have a good time. But if you're waiting for all the food and stuff, that'll be coming up around 10 on Sunday morning.
And do you know? I'm not familiar. I've never really tailgated before. Do you know when the gates usually open? Is that like a certain time or?
Yes. So the gates open at 8 a.m. Now.
8 a.m. Okay.
Yeah, just because the gates open at 8 a.m. doesn't mean we immediately get to our spot. We have to go get to our spot, which again is the parking lot location is D1. And here it is. It is first come, first serve. So I can't come the day before and right in chalk Boy Green's territory. So what's going to be key for, again, another shout out here to the Boy Green Coffee Club. If you guys are coming to the game and you don't mind coming early and you want to hang out, it'd be very important for you guys to come, and let's try to put as many of our cars together as possible. That'll give us even more space to work with for the tailgate as we're all hanging out together. It's my first time also sort of hosting an event like this, but that's what I've been told, is that the more cars we have, the more spots we can sort of block off, quote unquote, and we can all be together. Now, you guys have gold parking pass. If you guys end up getting that through me or anyone else, you'll be able to park in any gold lot. So you can park anywhere in D1 or any other lot for that matter and walk over if you want. So you will have access. And again, as long as space are available, you can pull right up to the tailgate, park right there, and walk feet to come see us. So.
All right. Well, yeah, man, I'm looking forward to it. I will be coming in, I think we'll be getting in late Friday night, and
great.
We're staying like, I don't know, not too far from the stadium. So we'll be in
Perfect.
Jersey.
Same thing. It'd be, oh my God, this would be so funny. I don't remember the hotel. My fiance set it all up. If some of us were at the same hotel, can you imagine? We're just checking in and someone, because that's what happened at the Hall of Fame. I'm checking into my hotel. I didn't check in with anybody. I'm just doing my own thing. And then the elevator opens and someone goes, Boy Green? And I'm like, what the fuck? I'm just at a random hotel here. I look, it's Jake Asman. I was like, holy, and that's how I met Jake Asman for the very first time. I was like, holy shit, look at that. So maybe some of us by accident or God or destiny just ended up in the same hotel. That'd be cool, because we're pretty close to the stadium too.
Hell yeah. Well, yeah, I'll have to ask. Yeah, I'm like you. I don't know exactly what hotel
I have
we're
no
staying
idea.
at.
Where are we going,
My
honey?
wife,
Okay, great. Yeah.
literally, you were like, okay, we're doing the Dallas game, and my wife was like, we've got a hotel, and I'm like, how the did you do that? You know, but anyway, we don't understand some of these things,
No,
Paul. It's
not
just
at all.
it's out of our understanding. But
Right.
I did want to just put out there just a reminder so people aren't like thrown off when you meet me. I do have a spinal cord injury, so I don't get around the best. So if you do see me perched up somewhere, I'm not being a shady asshole. I don't have the best balance. So now, and I won't be, if you think, oh, well, he's getting around kind of weird, he's hammered. Well, now, Sunday I may be hammered. I cannot promise. But now, Saturday, I'm going to try to take it easy at the Cloverleaf Tavern. Now, I will, and when I say taking it easy, I do not mean on the food because I'm going to be ordering a lot of different shit. So,
Good.
anyway, but hey, I know, I think I saw in the chat Indy was wanting to call in, so I'll get off here. But
Yeah, I don't see
thanks for
Indy
having
in
me,
here.
buddy.
I think he had something
Oh,
come
okay.
up, but either way, we will go to other callers and stuff. But yeah, Indy.
Okay.
I don't know what happened for Indy, but I don't see him up here anymore. But
Hey, Paul, I did funny story about the last time I did go to the Jets game in New York.
yeah,
So, for those of y'all who don't know, I'll be sitting in handicap seating, and so we'd never done the whole handicap seating before,
right.
and so we went to the Jet. It was 2 years ago. We played the Falcons in New York. Tim Boyle. It was a terrible
Oh
game.
God. Oh, now I remember. 13-8. Oh God. Yes.
Yes, we didn't even score a touchdown, and so. Anyway, that's my wife's first Jets game. So we get there,
Oh, I'm so
and
sorry. Wow.
well, so we get there, and we're finding our seat and whatnot,
Yeah.
and we get there, and I'm in my scooter, and they've got these really nice fold-out chairs with like thick, comfortable padding on it and
Oh,
whatnot.
nice.
Well, the guy next to me, he's sitting in a wheelchair as well, and so I pull up, and I'm about to get out of my scooter and sit in one of these nice, comfy fold-out chairs, and he says, "Look at all these motherfuckers with their two good legs. We've got the best seats in the house, don't we, buddy?" He's like, "We don't need a chair. We've got our own portable chair, right?" And so, Paul, I sat in my fucking scooter that whole game because I did not have the balls to stand up in front of that man. But
Yeah.
I'll tell you, and he was trying to fight this Falcons fan below us, and I was like, we're going to be on freaking ESPN, me and this other guy, and he's in an electric wheelchair, I'm in a scooter. I'm like, we're going to be fighting this Falcons fan on like ESPN later, and luckily his wife got him calmed down, but my wife is hoping we don't have to sit next to that guy this year, so we'll see. But
Yeah.
that's my 2 cents for the day, Paul. I'll get off here.
Love it. Bad shot. Thank you so much. Oh, that was a fun call. I can't wait to meet you guys. That's going to be awesome. And, Badshaw, yeah, I appreciate you sharing, being vulnerable enough to share details about, your situation. Hey, man, although, you limp it around for the alcohol that may be happening. I can understand that. But, hey, man, we all got stuff going on. Love you, man. It's all cool. And, hey, I can't wait to meet you. That's going to be great. Let's go to our winner of this month's raffle. Congratulations, Fiorilli. Booyah, baby. Frank, you got it, baby.
Thanks, BJ. Appreciate it.
Is this your first one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's
Sweet. Nice.
I was running late this morning, so I was watching baseball games all night. I literally had the game
What were
on.
you? Interesting.
I was and I thought actually I thought they were giving me a hard time. When I first logged on, I saw congrats FF or whatever, and I thought people were joking around like about the Red Sox and the
right.
Yankees.
Like, yeah, fuck you, buddy. Oh, that's funny.
That's what I thought it was. I thought they were just giving me a hard time, and then
And that it was serious. That's
and
hilarious.
then
I love
you
that.
said that I won, and I was like, okay, I got to call in and thank everybody. And also to Badshaw, the only way to watch this team is drunk, so don't worry about that.
Yeah, there you go. See,
that's
there
a
you go. Good advice.
prerequisite
Good
as you
advice.
get to is pretty much the only way to do it. Yeah, but I was running late because I was literally I had all the games. I love baseball, as you know. It's like my
Yeah, of
favorite,
course.
first of all. And I had the games on starting at noon here or 1, whatever it was, and
That's
just had them in
awesome.
the
Yeah.
background as I worked, and then stayed up to watch even the Dodgers and unfortunately, the
Oh
Dodgers
wow, that's
won.
dedication. Respect.
Yeah,
Respect.
so I kind of like stayed up. But anyway, the thing I wanted to say about the Jets, though, I when I did log on, EZ was on, and we were talking about the draft. You guys were talking about the draft, and I'm like,
Oh my
okay, this
god.
is October 1st, and is
Yeah.
this an all-time low, BJ? Is this like
It
I
feels like it because I'm going to be honest. I'm on social media, and so right, today's October 1st. So obviously, the Dolphins game that happened a couple days ago was still in September, and
yeah
I saw people sharing the tankathon. Hey, we'd have the number 2 overall pick right now. I'm like, you've got to be shitting me. I'm like, you got to be
yeah
shitting me. There's just, I refuse. I don't give a shit. I don't get the odds, right? 0.9% chance of making the playoffs. I don't even know. Okay, there's extremes of playoffs or draft, and I understand that, but I'm staying in the middle. Hey, I don't get. I don't give a shit about the draft. I don't care. We'd
yeah
have the number 2 overall pick. I don't even know who would we even take. I'm not even thinking about any names. I watch college football, but I'm not paying. I'm like, we'd be in a good position. I don't give a shit. I want to win games. I want to go whatever it would be, right? 13-4. I want to win 13 games in a row. I don't give a shit about the draft. I want to win as many games that we can this season. I'm not thinking about that at all. And to be honest, I don't think I'm ever going to reach that point this season because this is a really good opportunity year. Like this is AG's you know his
unreal
first
year.
opportunity to
Yeah,
sort of set the tone here. Like this is his first season. I don't want to fuck around with losses and all kinds of shit. Like we've
right.
had those seasons before where Adam Gase, that second year we were in 2-14. Like then
Yeah,
people are so, like dejected and unplugged that they don't give a shit. Hey, lose games, give us the best pick we can. I don't want to go there. This is the start of a new era, new regime, new everything. I don't, yeah, 100%. Fuck the draft. So, hey, people want to talk some of these situations. What would you do? This. Fine, we can talk about it, but I'm not giving you draft updates. I love the draft people we have on the show, and I'm sure they're chomping at the bit to come on the show. Fuck you, buddy. You're not coming on this show for a while. Hell no.
yeah. I think it's a little bit too early to be talking about it, and I just it's kind of depressing if you really think about it. I want to know if the only other football thing I want to ask you, and then verify where I need to contact you. But I think I know. I have your email, so I think that's how I do it. Just send
Yeah,
you.
yeah, yeah.
I got it. Did you hear what it was on ESPN? Greeny was saying. Did you hear any of that?
I heard
Mike
Greeny did have
Greenberg.
a rant recently that I did just hear, so I don't know if it's the same one that you're talking about, but go ahead.
Well, it was the one I heard it yesterday. I'm assuming he did it sometime yesterday morning. I saw it on social media, and he was just going off about he talked about same old Jets,
Yes, I saw this rant.
and he
Yes.
said it's not the same old Jets. You guys are even worse. And he just went on to say like he doesn't think that Glenn's going to make it through the season if
Oh, I
like
missed that part of the rant then.
if like
Okay.
they're 2 and whatever, and I'm like I don't know about that. I don't
There was
disagree with
we
that.
said a little bit of this earlier on the show, but I'll reiterate it. Like again, I want the Jets to win as many games as possible. If that's 7, if that's 8, if that's 9, if that's 6, I don't know, but I want to win as many as possible. But let's just play around in the sandbox. Why the fuck not? If the Jets go 1-16, 2-15, I don't give a shit what the record is. Aaron Glenn is keeping his job. Other
Yeah, I
people here are
agree.
saying he's absolutely losing it. He's signed
I
to a
agree.
5-year deal. The Jets would be bonkers. The only exception I'm giving is if there is some slanderous, unbelievable
Right.
situation that there's something wildly inappropriate and the Jets have no choice and he did something crazy and you have to fire him. Okay, fine. We can explore that imaginary hypothetical water if that happens. But besides that, I don't give a shit what the record is. I don't care if they're 0-17. We're not firing Aaron Glenn. That would be so stupid. That'd be so idiotic. We need to just figure it out. I hope it's not that bad, but we need to figure it out. Aaron Glenn has to see his way through this. After the season, he has to assess and start getting rid of talent or not
Gotta
talent
turn
that's
it
on
over.
this roster and get rid of it and
Yeah,
move
you
on.
just
He's got
got
to
to.
get his hands in here.
Exactly right. You got to give him time to turn over the roster and then see what happens. But Anyway, yeah, I didn't know if you'd seen that or not.
I didn't see that backhand. I guess I only saw the first half. I didn't know it was only a first half. I thought that was the whole rant. He said, "Yeah, you think of the St. Louis Jets, you're worse," and crack all these jokes. I didn't hear he may not make it through the season, but I've heard a lot of people say that. Jake said it if they go 1-16, Aaron Glenn's getting fired. I disagree, but
I disagree also. All right, thanks guys. Talk to you later.
Yep, appreciate it. And again, congratulations to Frank for winning our September raffle. Absolutely terrific. So shout out to Frank, and we'll get to that later. A couple of super chats coming in. Let me address those. DNY for Life sending in a $2 super chat. Appreciate you, buddy. Thank you so much for sending this along.
Wow.
BG, for next year's event, we should be in the same hotel. Great comment, and I will just say this, DIY for Life. I initially bit off more than I could chew. I thought I was going to try to do something like this in our first year over the last couple of months. I'm like, let me get a hotel so we could book it, and then people could get it, and then make it easier. And again, this is my first year ever doing it. I just found out how much hoopla goes into that being a reality. So I'm not saying it's impossible. I think doing it this first year, obviously I did not do that for you guys, but doing it this first year, doing everything, I think next year, bigger. So a couple of things here. Number one, my goal is to do this meet and greet. If you guys are hearing about this for the first time, Jets Cowboys, 60 plus Jet fans, we're all sitting together for the game, and then we're going to be doing something the night before at a meet and greet. It's going to be spectacular. It's going to be awesome. It's my first year ever doing this, and I hope I do this every year moving forward. And there are people flying in from California, Florida, North Carolina, all for this event. So if you guys are interested in doing this next year, I hope to continue to do it. So save up your shekels, because I'm going to, as soon as we can, we're going to be announcing out there to the universe that, hey, we're going to be doing this game around this time. Here's basically how much it's going to cost, and get ready for it. So folks, start saving up your shekels. I'd love for you to make this event with us. And yes, next year I'm hoping we could do a hotel book so everyone's all together. That'd be even more fun. That would unlock other things, obviously, that we'd be able to do. So DNY for Life, I thought about this year for certain. And we will see. That would be really friggin' cool to be able to do. So I appreciate it. Thank you so much for sending in the $2 super chat coming through here on the show. I see we got another super chat here from our guy DNY for Life. Let's go. Send it through.
Wow.
$2 super chat. I'm fucking hyped to meet the Coffee Club fam. Can't wait. Again, Batshaw. I'm going to miss people, but just DNY for Life, all you guys. It's going to be really cool. And hopefully this is something we can continue to do moving forward, my friend. By the way, with your $2 super chat, you picked up another raffle ticket. You get 6 raffle tickets for our October contest, which, again, details to come on that for the next raffle. I can't wait either. It's going to be awesome. It's coming up this weekend. So, folks, let's go. By the way, one quick shout out, then we'll go back to the phone lines here. We have tickets available. I was just even notified during the show that one of our tickets is we have. Let me make sure I got this right. We have 2 tickets available right now. We have one from the Boy Green Coffee Club that's in our section, and then Easy, as he mentioned, he is not going to the game, and he's selling his ticket and tailgate for half price. So if you guys are interested in that, that's also available. So if people are out there in the universe, you want to come to the Jets Cowboys game, you want to make a last second opportunity, I have a ticket available of someone that dropped out, or excuse me, let me rephrase that. I have a ticket that was donated by a member of the Boy Green Coffee Club, and 100% of those proceeds, whatever proceeds we raise from that ticket, will go to charity. So even if it's less than the $300 that we, or less than the $250 that we would charge for this event, I'm okay working with somebody out there in the universe. If you guys can't afford it, and you guys can afford something, let's chat it up. Reach out to me via email. We're only a couple days away from the game. Here's my email. I'm going to put this up on the screen. Even if you guys can't afford the normal ticket price, we may be able to negotiate a lower price, because, again, the number one cool thing about this is a ticket was donated back to us from somebody that's going to be able to sit somewhere else in the stadium. If you want to go, and you want to go for cheaper, all that money's going to charity. So the more money, of course, we can raise for charity, the better for our Wounded Warrior Project. That charity is still running through Saturday night at midnight. So if there is a Jet fan out there in the universe and you guys would like to come, and maybe you can't afford it, let's figure it out. Because, again, whatever money you guys purchase this ticket for is all going to our charity. So, folks, if you are interested in going to the Jets game, please reach out, and I'll try to figure it out. I'll try to figure it out for you. Again, that is Paul A. Esden Jr. at gmail.com. So one of our tickets is complete charity. That's 100% charity. That's where the money's going. And I'll work with you on price because it's all gravy for this ticket that got donated back to us. Please reach out as soon as possible. It's already Wednesday and the game's on Sunday. So let's try to figure this out ASAP. Here's my email on the screen. I'm also on social media at BoyGreen25 everywhere. Paul, A the letter, ESDENJR at gmail.com. Please reach out ASAP if you want to come to this Jets-Cowboys game, and let's figure it out. Let's figure out the details. That's going to be great and raise money for charity. We also do have, on top of that ticket that we can work on price, Easy is selling his entire tailgate package. The tailgate food, which is going to be the last ticket available to Chef Kevin Gilbert's tailgate, which is available. His tailgate ticket and ticket to the game are both available. He's given that back, but he wants $150. So also, if you want to purchase Easy's ticket tailgate combo, that's $150 straight to Easy. I really have nothing to do with that outside of being the middleman of setting that up. So if you guys would have interest in that, also let me know. Reach out as soon as possible so we can make that happen. All right. Please and thank you. So 2 tickets, baby, coming up. 2 tickets to the Jets-Cowboys game are available, and we want to move some action, specifically the one for complete charity. I definitely want to move that one, but I'd love to move both tickets if we can. So I want 2 Jet fans that want to go to this game. So let's go. Yes. All right. Phone lines are open. That's youtube.com/boygreen25. We'll be on for a little bit longer here, and then we'll sign off. We got other content coming up here. Let's see, Wednesday. So we got at 11 o'clock live. That's coming up on the MC Show Digital and this channel. We talking all NFL with PFF NFL analyst Dalton Wasserman. That'll be coming up here on the show. We'll be talking with Jake Asman today. You guys can watch that conversation on the MC Show Digital channel. We'll be talking Jets, Cowboys, and Aaron Glenn, and so many other topics. We'll also be bringing that up on the program as well. Make sure you guys like the video, hit subscribe. We got 355 people watching this show. That includes Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. 88 of those are watching right now on the YouTube channel. Make sure you guys like the video, okay? I'm looking on YouTube right now, and I see 70 likes. So there's 18 more people that can hit that like button if you're watching on YouTube. Show your support for the show and help get this show in front of other fellow Jet fans out in the universe. We'd appreciate you. Make sure you guys do that here on the program. All right? Jets Cowboys coming up. We've had some great calls today. We had shout out to all the callers that have called into the program today. We've appreciated it. Yes, again, I want to reiterate a couple of things. So for our tailgate, okay, that's Sunday, October 5th. Our tailgate officially starts at 10 a.m. That's when the food and everything will start being ready to go for Chef Kevin Gilbert as he's cooking food and have everything set up. You guys can show up early if you want. Gates open at 8 a.m. Okay, 8 a.m. Kickoff is at 1 o'clock. Gates open at 8 a.m., and that's gates to the parking lots. We will go immediately to D1. That is D is in DeMario. DeMario Douglas. Dog 1. D1 is where you guys will go for the tailgate. Gates open at 8. We're going to go over there and start setting up immediately. If you guys would like to just chill and hang out with us, feel free to swing on by. That'd be great. And anyone that can bring their cars would be great because we're going to try to block off as many spots as possible to maximize the space in D1 for where we're going to be tailgating. The more, the merrier. So if you are interested in meeting up with us and immediately pulling up, please do so. The more cars that can help us from the Boy Green Coffee Club, the better. So it'll be me, Woody, my pop, mom, family, Chef Kev, Luby, a bunch of people are all going to be sort of surrounding that area. Again, I should also be getting the parking pass link today from the New York Jets. That should be coming, so fingers crossed, potentially, for that. And then I'll be able to dole that out to all you guys. You guys can purchase all the gold level parking passes you would like. That's up to you guys out there in the universe, but it will be the cheapest possible price. So salute to the Jets for giving us that perk of being in a group ticket buy. That is one of the perks of being in here. All right, let's go to Nate here. Paul, I know someone that wants Easy's ticket and tailgate. Does it go through you or try to figure out technology with Easy? He goes through me, Nate. He goes through me. I have Easy's ticket. He already transferred it back, so we can figure out all those details. That is awesome to hear, Nate. So phenomenal. Here's my email, Nate, and I think you have me on Discord too, but here's my email. Paul, ESDENJR@gmail.com. So actually, Easy doesn't have to be included at all. I'll figure out the Easy portion of the exam after. So yes, terrific. So great. We got a taker. Thank you. Great. So that will be potentially, we'll send now. So I should get a message here from Nate just in a few minutes. That is one other ticket. And Mike Rubino saying, I'm that guy. Folks, we have two. Again, I want to reiterate that we have 2 tickets available. EZ's package is tailgate and ticket included for his package, okay? Mine is only ticket. The one that I have available that was donated back by a great member of the Boy Green Coffee Club, that is only game ticket only, but you will be sitting with us for Jets-Cowboys. So if you are interested in going to the Jets-Cowboys game, 100% reach out to me as soon as possible. We want to move this ticket. All the money from my ticket that I'm selling is for charity. EZ's, the $150 is going back to EZ. That's how much he's charging for it. An unbelievable price. It's 50% of what he paid for it. It's the value of all of it is $300. So, hey, Addison, you want to come up? Please reach out ASAP. Let's go. There you go. Hey, I just heard this from NC Green. Here you go. $150 is how much the ticket is. So let's go. Okay. The tailgate ticket combination from EZ is $150, and I was just informed by the person that donated the ticket in that will be $150. We're even slicing the price in half. So it's $150 if you want to go to the Jets-Cowboys game. That's cheaper than anyone else is going to the game, myself included. So, guys, if you want to go to the Jets-Cowboys, let's go. DJ Dirty Cooch, which event is Saturday? That is the meet and greet. That will be at Chef Kevin Gilbert's restaurant. That is in Caldwell, New Jersey. It's the Cloverleaf Tavern. It's at 7:30 at night. Again, Saturday, October 4th, this Saturday. And if you guys want to go to that, please reach out. DJ, you got me on Discord. So if you want to come to that, reach out because I have to put you on the sign-up sheet so we have a head count for food. Again, food is going to be menu exclusive, but there's a certain amount of people that are allowed in the private upstairs room. We're allowed to have 60 people, so I need to have a head count to make sure that we don't go over that number. We shouldn't because we only have like 35, 37 people right now. But yes, DJ, if you want to go, it's meet and greet Saturday, October 4th, Chef Kevin Gilbert's restaurant, Cloverleaf Tavern, and please reach out on Discord or wherever, and I'll put you on the sign-up sheet for that event, which will be really cool. A cool way to honor Chef Kevin Gilbert for everything he's doing for us. So yes, if any of you are interested, please reach out and we'll make that happen. So Cloverleaf Tavern, baby. Yes. So that is so Saturday is the meet and greet, Sunday is the tailgate and everything else. So yeah, Addie says, aka Addison says, damn, I need to go. Addison, we got 1 ticket left available. It's first come, first serve, baby. It sounds like the EZ combination will be accounted for from Nate. So Nate, reach out on any Discord or email or any other social media you have me on, and please reach out ASAP so we can lock that in for you and get your buddy taken care of, which would be awesome. I'd love to have him at the game. We want this to go to Jet fans that want to go. And then if that ends up getting moved, we'll have 1 ticket left. 1 Jets-Cowboys game ticket left where you guys will be sitting with us and you can have a great time. Even though that doesn't come with a tailgate ticket, you guys can bring your own food and drink. It's a tailgate. Bring whatever you want to bring and you can eat and hang out with us. It's going to be a good time. So looking forward to hearing from you, Nate, to buy that EZ ticket. You could go right through me and we'll put it through. So Rubino. Oh, Mike Rubino says, I'm about to email you. Terrific. Rubino is the guy. Wonderful. Well, Mike Rubino, here again is my email. Paul A. Esden Jr. at gmail.com. Paul, the letter ESDENJR at gmail.com. And hit me up and we will set you up and we'll get that bleep figured out immediately and we get you all taken care of. So I appreciate you. Thank you. Excellent. All right, everybody. Let's finish off with anybody, any other questions or comments here about the tailgate or what we have going on here. Yeah, let's again set you up as well for some other details coming up here. Again, we've got the 11 o'clock show coming up live here on the program. That'll be at 11 o'clock. Myself, Jim the Man-Child Lurch, and our PFF analyst, Dalton Wasserman. We'll talk some NFL with you guys coming up later today. We have the Jake Asman interview coming out today. Tomorrow we'll have Boy Green Daily, of course. Well, Boy Green meets Woody. RJ Ochoa, one of the best Dallas Cowboys content creators on the planet. You see him on the Up and Adams show with Kay Adams, who's awesome. RJ will be joining us tomorrow, so we'll have a great Jets-Cowboys conversation to preview the game. Boy Green Dailies this weekend are going to be a little all over the place. I'll keep you guys posted on that with the travel to New Jersey and us going to the game and all that other jazz. So we'll keep you posted on what those events look like. Make sure you guys stay tuned to the channel. We'll keep you updated from that perspective. Thank you, everybody, for reaching out. I see we got a couple of emails, so I'll figure all that out immediately as soon as the show's over. I want to thank you guys for joining us here on the program. Again, like the video, hit subscribe. I can't wait to meet all you guys. And again, if you are interested in tickets, we have any left by the time you guys reach out. Good luck, take care, and can't wait. Jets, baby. Jets, Jets, Jets. Let's go. Let's go. Love you guys. Enjoy the day.